is Friday, April the 23rd. I am your host, KC Phoenix, and this is my daily thought. There is so much to talk about and so many things to go over. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. First thing, before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Bullhorn, Overcast, and several other podcasting platforms, which also have to talk about that in regards to distribution. I'll go into that later on in the show. But yeah, listen to whatever platform works best for you. And I'm starting to notice that a lot more people are listening on Spotify. So I guess Spotify is more convenient for some people because that's what I'm starting to notice. So yeah, shout out to the Spotify people, and really shout out to everyone. Anyone who takes time to listen to little old me on my podcast, I'm always appreciative of that and grateful for your time and your ears. So KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. And I have to go into that too in a minute, which is part of the announcement. However, let me start with what the main title of this is. It is the sign pull for the May energy for when I do the tarot card readings. I had mentioned yesterday that I was planning on starting the tarot card readings more than likely sometime next week. However, I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? It wouldn't hurt to start them sooner than that. So I will do the sign pull to let you know what order the signs are in. I will do a minimum of one reading tomorrow. So whoever I pull first, that will more than likely be the one that I do tomorrow for the reading. I'll do a minimum of one reading. I'm also probably going to do a sports episode tomorrow. I haven't done a sports episode in, I think, a month. Hold on, I have to look at my laptop. When's the last time I did, what month are we in? No, it's almost been 2 months since I've done a sports episode. So, to make sure that I keep the sports in lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports, I need to do a sports episode. So I will aim to do that tomorrow too. So I'm looking at a minimum of 2 uploads over the weekend, hopefully tomorrow, because really I want Sunday to myself, is what I'm looking for. So I will do that. And if I'm able to squeak out another reading, then I will be sure to do that. But first, let me go ahead and do the sign pull. For those who are new to this, the way I do it, for those who are listening, you can't see, so I have to explain it. But for those who are watching, as you see here, I have all 12 signs in this bag with a crystal. I keep the crystal in it because crystal is good for cleansing energy and things like that. I have like a bunch of crystals and stuff. And I keep all the zodiac signs in this bag. And then I reach in and I pull them out, and then that's the order the signs are in. That way no one can ever say, oh, well, he's being biased. He's showing that he prefers to read Cancer first because he's a Cancer, or he prefers to read Scorpio at the beginning because his mother is a Scorpio, or something like that. So to eliminate the appearance of any bias, I always just pull the names out of the bag, and then whatever comes out, comes out. And I do it that way. So let's go ahead and get started with the first name right quick. Okay, what sign do we have first? I'm mixing the names around. Okay, let's see what we have. Sagittarius. This is actually good because on the mid-month reading, Sagittarius came out last. So Sagittarius, that works for you. You came out first. I like that. Okay, so let me put that here. Okay, so Sagittarius is first. Let me pull the next sign. Let's see who's next. Aries. Aries is second. We got a lot of fire going on here. 2 fire signs. That's interesting. If I pull out Leo, that might make this very interesting. There are no coincidences when it comes to tarot. Things happen for a reason. So 2 fire signs. So maybe May is going to be lit. All right, let me pull the third one. What do I have? Capricorn. Okay. 4. Right. Now for the fourth one. Virgo. This is interesting. 2 more. Okay, there's something going on here. And what is the energy that I'm picking up? Aries, Sagittarius and Aries, and then Capricorn, and now Virgo. So 2 fire signs and 2 earth signs. So give me a second before I pull the next one. I need to multitask anyway on doing something else. Is there gonna... Okay. Some people might be juggling in May. I think May will be a decision month for some people. Because fire, obviously passion, earth, stability, foundation. And then 2. I got 2 and 2. You saw me pull. I didn't look in the bag. I didn't do it. Well, you didn't see it if you're listening to it, but you know what I'm saying. With 2 and 2, and then of the same sign, May is probably going to be a decision month for some of you, is what it's going to be. Whether you're going to follow your passion and go for what you want, or if you might hold off and go the safe route. Like you will more than likely have 2 choices. You're either going to follow your passion or you're not. And do that. I feel like there's going to be a choice. Either you're going to do this or you're going to do that. If I pull out Gemini, which is in the tarot card deck, Gemini is the Lovers. The Lovers, which is a major arcana card. The Lovers in its most basic form is about choices. So if I pull out Gemini next, or either if I pull out, 2 more signs of the same element, and then pull out Gemini, then definitely it's going to be about choices in the month of May. For sure, it's going to be about choices. Let me see what comes out next. Let's see. What do we have here? Hold on, I'm trying to grab it. What is this? Taurus. Okay, so that's all 3 earth signs. So I'm actually kind of happy with that, with Taurus, because it's Taurus season right now. May is Taurus season. Okay, let's see the next one. Aquarius. Okay, let's pull the next one. Gemini. 2 more. That's 2 more. Gemini and Aquarius. That's air sign. That's 2 back to back. Yeah, May's going to be about choices. Is what May is going to be about. It's going to be about choices for some people. What's the next one? What sign is this? Scorpio. And the next one, Cancer. 2 water signs. Again, 2s. 2 water. So I had 2 fire signs. I had 3 earth signs, 2 air signs, and now 2 water signs. 2s. It's going to be about choices. That's what I feel May is going to be about. Right, what is the next sign? What do we have? Libra. And the next, Pisces. Which leaves the final one, Leo. Okay, so this is the order for the May energy reading that I will be doing the signs. Sagittarius, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, Libra, Pisces, Leo. I will repeat that again. Sagittarius will be first, Aries will be second, Capricorn will be third, Virgo will be fourth, Taurus will be fifth. And you know what? In the tarot card deck, 5 is the Hierophant, which represents Taurus. So that kind of worked out. That's interesting. But I digress. Aquarius will be 6th, Gemini will be 7th, Scorpio will be 8th, Cancer will be 9th, Libra will be 10th, Pisces will be 11th, Leo will be 12th. Last but most certainly not least. So that is what we have for the signs. Okay, so that part is out the way. Now I got to get to the rest of the stuff that I have to tell you about, so this doesn't go too long overboard. First thing is this. I am adding, because this is the announcement for the show that I mentioned, I'm adding a written portion to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. It will be on Substack is where it will be at. So if you ever want to visit that and subscribe to the newsletter, and the newsletter will be mostly free. Things will come out, and also the RSS feed, which connects the newsletter to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. Anytime I upload a podcast episode, it will show up on the newsletter site, is what will happen. In addition to all of the other stuff that I plan to post on there. But the address is KIRWKC. Frog in my throat. You know I've been having sinus issues. KIRWKC.substack.com. That is the site where you can go enter your email address, and then you can subscribe to the newsletter, and you will receive updates when I post things and things of that nature. As time goes on and the list continues to build, certain things will only be available by paying a subscription, which is going to be $5 a month. It's not going to be a lot. I'm not trying to rob anybody. And you will have access to mostly written things that will give you information that I don't mention on my podcast. Also, you will learn more things about me. And I know some people who have been faithfully listening to my podcast, you're probably like, wait a second, KC, you already tell us a lot about you. Trust me. There's a lot of stuff that you don't know about me. There really, really is. Even though I explain through the stories of my childhood and things like that, there are so many things that have yet to be talked about. So I plan on doing that with this newsletter. Also, I plan on creating more stuff related to tarot and astrology and just posting random things, random blog stuff too. So, and it's going to be trial and error is what it's going to be. That's what this newsletter will be. And as I said before, it's no additional charge for right now. It is no additional charge. It's not going to cost anything. You can put in your email address, sign up, and then you'll receive the notifications. And the RSS feed is already connected to the Substack. So anytime I upload new episodes, you'll know then as well. So that is there, and I will be doing that. And again, this is going to be trial and error for the next few months. I'm actually working this weekend to determine some of the things that I want to introduce to this particular newsletter, because I have to make sure it's not so time consuming, because there's only but so many hours in a day. And this isn't the only thing that I do. I work a regular job. I have another podcast where I deal specifically with politics and do that. And then I do this podcast, and then also I write short stories. So there's just so many other things that I do. I need to make sure that I'm not putting a lot of energy in the wrong place, which was the message to Virgo, I think, in their mid-month energy reading. So that's what I need to make sure I'm not doing. And I want to organize this to make sure everyone gets the best benefit. Also, this weekend, I had told you that I'm working on getting the podcast on another platform, which already, when this podcast made it on iHeartRadio and Pandora, I was over the moon when I found out that they were like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So, it's always amazing. There's another very large platform that's just as large as Pandora and iHeartRadio and Spotify and so on and so forth, that I'm trying to get everything submitted, because Mercury goes and starts retrograding the middle of May. So I know I need to get it done before May, before the middle of May. So I want to start working on that this weekend, and then let the paperwork be there, and then see what happens if they say yes or no. And then I can tell you. Hopefully they'll say yes, because everyone else has said yes, and the podcast continues to grow. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting it again. I would hope I'll know something after tomorrow's Saturday. I hope to submit it maybe Sunday, possibly. That'll be maybe my one thing I do on Sunday besides relax, because I'm trying to rest more. That's been the message, just for me to rest more. You can tell my voice is still raspy. But after I submit it, gold this weekend, then I should know something within about a month, is what I'm hoping. So keep your fingers crossed for that. And we'll be good to go. But for now, Substack is a new addition. It's sort of like the written newsletter of the Keeping It Real with KC show. Again, KIRWKC.substack.com. You can go there and subscribe. There's no additional charge. Just put in your email address and you will receive the alert on the stuff that I decide to post. And it will be things that obviously are not available by audio. So for those who like to read, you will have that there. For those who like listening to the audio, you will still have that on Substack. And I will still have the KIRWKC.com website, which points to the main podcasting platform I use, which is Anchor. So all of that will still be in effect. This is just something a little extra for the people who have been enjoying the podcast and want different things from me too. And I'm looking forward to doing it and coming up with ideas on what to offer. And if you have any ideas on what to offer, feel free to make a suggestion. You can hit me up on Twitter or on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. So yeah, I'm around. I think that is it for this episode. I'm super excited to watch Mortal Kombat today. I have been avoiding social media. I briefly talked to one of my associates about it, and he said that it's better than the sequel that was done many years ago. But they didn't say it was better than the first one. So I don't know. I'm going to check it out. I already have my food ready in my mind, what I want to make. And everything else is going to be a done deal. So let me get going. Again, thank you to everyone for your support. The Substack information is in the details section. So for some of you who were like, okay, wait a second, what was it again? Just go down to the details section. Everything in regards to social media and all that stuff when it comes to iHeartRadio, Spotify, all of that is always in the details section. So if you need to find something as related to the Keeping It Real with KC show, just go to the details section of the podcast and you will see that information there. All right. So yeah, that's it. Let me get going. Until next time, be blessed.